are back for show number 4 tonight on our Monday Night Live shows here at DJN TV, and we have got Ben Stowe and a special guest. Ben, who do you have with
me? Yes, we're in the Christmas spirit, as you can see, and so I'm Santa, Santa Vader, and
I was wondering wherever the Star Wars hook was going to come into.
Oh yeah, we get the Darth Vader Star Wars shirt here. Here we go. And Vader's.
We got our stocking.
Yes, we got our Star Wars stocking. Yeah, we've got some treats in the stocking for later. So we are in the gift giving mood.
Can we look through them?
Not just yet.
Okay.
Yeah, they gotta wait too.
It's all. We're still a little early, but we wanted to get out and get a video put together tonight talking about some gift ideas for the DJ in your world. Now, for a lot of you who are watching this, you're like, I am the DJ in my world. What we're going to do with this video is we're going to go and
I'm my favorite DJ.
Yeah, you are. So what we're going to make this just as easy as possible for you. After the video is done, tomorrow morning, I'm going to go through and I'm going to put links in the description of this video at each item that we talk about. So you can go and copy that link and share that with that special someone and say, hey, here's something you can get for me at 2 minutes and 75 seconds or 70 seconds or 3 minutes or whatever it is in that you can share that link with them and they can go and see what it is and they'll know what to go shopping for. So that's our plan for tonight. Ben, do you have a list?
I do, and I've checked it twice.
Nice.
And yes, there's nice and there's naughty. No, we're just going to talk about the nice, but I have my list.
Nice. Very good. For those of you who are watching this, in the description right now, there's a special page on the NLFX Pro that are going to cover some of the items that Ben is talking about. And then some of the things that I'm talking about are out on their website, and some of them aren't even they're not sold by the DJ world. They're sold elsewhere. And we're going to be bouncing back and forth. So
but no peeking, not just yet.
Let's get into our, we'll do a couple and then we'll take a quick break. So what's the first thing on your list for gift ideas for the DJ in your world?
These are in no particular order, all right? Just so people know, this is just sort of a randomly assembled list. So not necessarily the first thing on my list, but just the thing I wrote down first, I guess. How about that? It is the new yet to arrive. It'll be here in time for Christmas. Actually, it'll be here very, very soon. But the new yet to arrive DuraTruss plasma mount for totems. We're seeing more and more DJs making use of LED and LCD monitors on vertical totems, and this new plasma mount looks to be the best one yet. So that's one thing.
And that is the DT TV M. Is that one?
TV MT34.
MT34. So
did I get that right?
I think.
Did I get that right?
Yep.
Okay, got it right. All right.
I'm wondering if I can. Do I have a window here that I can pop? Okay, so I'm gonna get this while you're talking about the next item here, because this is mounts the screen to trussing. I'm gonna get this so Ben we can show pictures right off. I think we can do this.
Oh, all right, great.
I think we can, but I just have to set up a shot.
Sounds in the Christmas spirit. I love it.
Yeah, this will be good. We just have to go and make sure that we're capturing the second spot. And
where's your hat?
I should have known, if there's going to be some jolliness, you're going to bring it. And to meet the jolliness, I dropped the ball.
We're all about the jolly, aren't we?
You guys are. You guys are, because you're
Jolly Darth Vader Santa.
Jolly Darth Vader Santa. That's right. All right, you ready for the next item on Santa's list?
Let's go to item number 2 here and see what we have.
I'm gonna look at the list.
Well, we can see the list, but we're going to tell them about the list. All right, I'll tell them the next thing on the list here. Okay.
Okay, Santa.
You're such a good sport. You're on the nice list. All right. Your brother, on the other hand. No, he's doing his homework, so he's on the good list too. So next thing, and it seems like sort of a trend that we've talked about year after year, and we talk about how it is going to continue to evolve, and it does. And so just delivering on that, the more things in one thing, the very hot Chevet FX Par 9. It's got a zonable ring of LEDs on the outside. Inside that is a ring of white LED strobes, and inside that is another LED. So it's a very cool kind of all-in-one little effect in a par. And take a bunch of those, and you can really have some fun. So
Very cool. We're actually showing. I just put. It's because I'm doing this on the fly. I just put your website right in front of us as we're talking. So we're showing behind, and it's in front. So.
All right. Well, happy days.
So there we go. FX part. And hang on a sec. I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you guys the mount here. We can do a quick view of this, and there is the mount for the first item. Okay. There we go. So now we are up now, so we can talk about these things and show a picture. Go ahead. What's next?
All right. Next thing is now these have been very popular from Odyssey Gear, the Redline bags. In fact, some of our own technicians and our production guys carry laptops in Redline bags, and we use them for other miscellaneous things. They've redesigned and revamped the entire series, the Remix MK2 series. It's a whole series of DJ-friendly bags. Inexpensive and certainly something every DJ would appreciate. There's controller bags, there's laptop bags, there's mixer bags, utility bags. Gosh, they got a whole array. So, maybe you could sort of subtly hint to somebody which one might fit your stuff the best.
There we go. I'm just showing the pictures here.
Mark the item on our website on their computer, So.
There we go. Now, did we look at these bags at one of the shows?
We looked at their predecessors. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Because I remember you mentioned something then about they were the new ones coming out. So that was.
Yeah, we liked those, and these are better. So there you have it.
Very cool.
No peeking, Elf. No peeking.
Okay, Santa.
No, can't open till Christmas. All right. All right. The next thing is one of the things that turned uplighting on its ear and event lighting. And stop it. Is the
Closing it.
okay? All right. The Eternal Echo Mate, which uses an open source wireless that works with Eternal and a few other brands. And of course, there's a way to make it work with proprietary ones like DeFi or Wi-Fi. But a sort of a simple point and click with a multifunction remote, and it gives you colors and patterns and all kinds of fun things for your lighting. So that's definitely. What, you don't like that? You kidding me? She's a big fan of DMX. You don't know why anybody would just want to use a remote. So Oh my gosh! Wait till Mark sees that. You know Mark. You met Mark. Sorry, Mark. I don't know what to tell you. All right. You want me to keep going?
Well,
you got
I'll throw a couple of things in here because I've got a couple of things on the list of things I've been looking at. I think one thing, and this is something you and I have done videos on numerous times, is the rock and roller cart. Is such an incredible tool. And if you don't have a cart, you need to go and check out the rock and roller cart. And maybe, Ben, if you can talk to Kat, have her put a rock and roller cart on the page if you wouldn't mind.
I can do that.
Yeah, because again, they're such a great cart. And I have got some carts that are easily 20 years old.
Oh, yeah.
And they still are with me. One of the very first ones I bought, I use every gig I do because I liked the way it worked, and it fit just right into my truck and everything, and I still use it. I have a rock and roller cart that I use in our garage to move firewood around. I have one in my back shed that I use to move lawnmowers around, and I also use them for DJ work too.
Yeah, we've got a couple, 2 or 3 in our warehouse, I think, and our install guys have a couple, and we too use them. So. So the best testimony you can give somebody is when you use it yourself, right?
Oh, for sure. And we, again, really are huge. I'm a huge fan. So let's get back to a couple of yours. I've got a couple more of mine that we'll do, but we'll drop them in here. What do we have next?
All right. Next on my list, and this is I don't recall exactly when the rebate expires, so this favors the early shoppers, but best-selling loudspeakers in North America for 2 years running now, I think, are the EV-ZLX series. ZLX 12P and ZLX 15P. And right now there's a $50 rebate. So you take a speaker that's already grossly underpriced. The thing should already cost more than it does. I know that's not a popular thing to say, but it's a better speaker than its price tag. That's simple I mean, it's as simple as it is. It's a better speaker than its price. I would pay more for that speaker. I'm not, now that it's priced that way. So sorry, EV, too late. But in fact, they went the opposite direction. They're giving you a $50 rebate on that thing right now. So both the 12 and the 15 have rebates available. And for an inexpensive utility speaker, you really just can't beat it.
Yeah, that is a great cabinet. We've heard that at numerous shows.
I'll tell you a really crazy thing is how many of them are sold. The best-selling loudspeaker, I believe now, according to MI Track, 2 years running. Typically, people who are buying the lesser expensive loudspeakers are maybe less experienced, and maybe these things are pushed in ways that maybe they shouldn't. We talk about having enough rig for your gig. And yet what's really remarkable to me is just how very, 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 very few failures we see with these things. Yeah. They're just, I would expect a lot more. I would tolerate more. I would say, well, you get what you pay for. In this case, you're getting a lot more than you pay for. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. Crazy how that works. But hey,
yeah.
great for the end user in this
particular case. Yeah. Good for you guys for sure. I mean, my goodness. Okay. So the next thing on my list, where was this 20 years ago when I was DJing? Although I guess the iPhone wasn't out either, so it wouldn't matter. But the new ADJ Airstream Wi-Fi, the pack.
Yeah.
It's got 8 outlets on it, and you can turn them on and off from your phone or your iPad. I mean, we used to live in the era of the Copilot, and then the Copilot 2 and the Copilot 3, and
sure.
It's funny. Jeremy Lambie was just knocking me for cords going up my lighting rig. So, hey, this would have taken care of that. No cords, just,
and it's all controlled by a mobile device. That's the part that's just so cool. I just love that. And that was one of my other ones I was thinking about too. Is the Airstream bridge.
Oh yeah, it was between the bridge and this, and I decided on this because while the bridge is super cool. This is for the guys and gals who just have effect lights. They want to turn on and off. Yep. They haven't made the leap to DMX yet, sort of the kind of traditional DJ effects and that sort of thing. And it doesn't get any simpler than this. You mount the thing up there, you put power to it, and you connect to it with your iPhone, and you're done. And you can control your lights right from there. Yeah. It just doesn't get any simpler.
And it's a very nice unit. I've talked to a couple of guys who are using them in non-DJ applications, and they're like, it's been bulletproof for him so far.
Oh yeah. Hey, can you work an iPad? I know you can. Yeah. So you could run lights at a show, huh? You'd rather be
star.
Yeah, you'd rather be on stage singing though. So
when I grow up, I'm gonna sing as a star.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Are you gonna be my boss? Am I gonna have to go on tour with you? We'll talk about that later. All right.
Yeah, you got to work out the contract later.
Yeah. See, someone opened the thing.
Here, keep the thing. Unfortunately, some of the stars that I do work for are encouraging her to. So, I said, I am not going to be your tour manager. It's not going to happen. So, all right. Next thing on my list is the Eliminator love letters. And I don't mean like, dear so-and-so, do you love me? Check yes or no. No, these are LED lit letters that color mix. You like them, and yeah, they look good in your bedroom, but you're not getting them. But they, it's about love, yes. There's 4 letters, LOVE, and they link together in color mix. And I see these as a huge upsell.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, you've seen those. They're pretty, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're fragile.
So like 40 years from now, when you get married, you'd like those at your wedding, right?
Love.
All right. I can see those as being a really big upsell for weddings. So, all right, you ready for another one?
For sure. Hang on a sec. Hang on.
I'm asking the boss.
Yeah, I'm just switching up. I want to pan through the pictures and such so folks can see that. Okay, what do we have next?
All right. Next is the AKG K167 Tiesto Edition headphones. 40 millimeter drivers, really robust, solid sound, but a very gift-friendly price tag.
So
nothing.
So sound quality. Where are we going to put those in the sound quality Is it going to be something, because I've heard guys talking about studio type headphones or gig? Which one would they fit into more for, the on-road
Well,
thing?
I
Or
don't think you really want studio headphones when you're DJing. Now, this is a personal preference, okay? There's no right or wrong, but they're designed for different applications for a reason. At a gig, you're competing with high SPL.
that's
So in a studio, you're typically in a fairly controlled environment. At a gig, you're just completely in the opposite of that. These are designed specifically for DJ use. They're designed to have great low frequency response. Those 40 millimeter drivers are going to be able to, give you the horsepower to, be able to hear what you need to hear at a gig. So
very nice.
they're designed for the working DJ out in the club or the field, so.
Very nice. Well, I'm going to jump in here with the next one, Ben.
Okay.
And this is something that isn't available yet, but I'm not exactly sure if I've been this excited about a piece of gear in a long time. And it's because I've got right over here the Denon DJ 8000, the MC 8000 over there. And they're coming out here in just a few weeks with the MC 7000, which we got to see at DJ Expo. And I've got it up on the screen here for you, gang. A four deck, full control, full everything you've ever wanted on a DJ controller. And it doesn't have the screens, which for those of us who are using virtual DJ, the screens don't work, and they don't work with what we're doing. If you're a Serato DJ, the 8000 is what you want, because those screens just give you and I have it set up over here and it's doing Serato here. When I take it on the road, it's virtual DJ. I want the 7000 for a mobile. It's a little bit smaller because it doesn't have the screen. It's going to be a lot easier for me to handle and such, but yet it's going to give me a sound card that's absolutely incredible. And I think that's the part that a lot of DJs are thinking I'm full of guff when I tell them that my 6000, the MC 6000 sounded good, but these new generation, the MC 6000 MK2, the 8000, the 7000, they just sound a step better. So that was one of my picks, and that's going to be coming out. I think it's under $1,000. I mean, it's a chunk of change, but it's going to be a controller that's going to be with you for a long time.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the 7000. I think it's the latest iteration in a popular and growing family, and I'm encouraged. So I think you've said it well. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what do you got next?
All right, next, let's see. Well, we have another product from the In Music family of brands, Denon's sister company, Newmark, the Newmark Mix Track Platinum. Inexpensive, but has the displays on the wheels. Don't want to spend a ton of time on that since we just talked about the 8000, but I think that's another controller that should deserve a good look. So I
think so, and this fits a different niche than the 7000. For those who are looking for a great little small practice board, I had one here, and we were using it, and it was a nice. The feel of it was great. I love if you look at the picture that we've got up, you can actually the information is in the center of the jog wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Just a fabulous board. Size-wise, it was easy for me. If I'm going to take it, from here to the house to go practice, I can do that. Will I take the 8000 with its road case and with its? Probably not. I'm not going to take that into the house and put that up on a table. Here, honey, I'm going to put it. Oh, well, that took up half the kitchen table. Cool for my shows. I take that and put the road case up on an X stand. But for doing practice, somebody who's getting started and wanting to have a really clean board, the Mix Track is definitely going to be something you want to check out.
Right on. Very cool. Well, I only have a couple more items on my list here.
Yeah, I guess our time is starting to wind down too. So, let me throw another one. We mentioned earlier mobile devices controlling light controllers, whether it's Airstream. We mentioned the different Airstreams, Wi-Fi. Chauvet has some lights that are controlled with devices. An iPad is still, I think, a very valid Christmas present because an iPad can be used for so many things as a mobile DJ. I would even recommend having a second iPad that I've got my phone that I use, and then I have my main iPad that I use for business and what have you, and then have one that's just strictly for DJ. Your DJ applications could be on there, and you could use it to control lights, what have you, because there's so many things that are coming out nowadays that are using iOS apps to control them. So
I would just have a dedicated one, honestly. I mean, I know money doesn't grow on trees, but then you don't have to worry about it. You know where it's at. It's a little bit cleaner OS, and you don't have a ton of messages and things popping in on it and that sort of thing. So there's so many utility things you can do with it, like you said. I mean, there's audio apps and lighting apps, and we could spend all day and night talking just about the iOS apps. Just to parade through mine would yield probably 100 apps that are industry related. So
yeah. And you mentioned having one that's just dedicated. I agree, of course, wholeheartedly, because sometimes when elves get a hold of your iPad, you find weird games popping up. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Not me.
How does Candy Crush get on my iPad? What's this angry what?
My elf brother and I share the iPad.
yeah.
Don't delete any of our games.
Yeah, we never have problems ever.
No, that was going to say sharing an iPad. That's
digging our own stuff.
Yeah,
we'll get back to that naughty and nice list.
Remember, this is recorded, so
Good stuff.
So another item on my list here is from Ecstatic Lighting, part of the ProX family. It's the XT1220 fog machine, and it's similar kind of to some of the ones we've seen, like the Fury and the Geyser and that sort of thing. The Vesuvius, except that this looks like a traditional fog machine, and the LEDs are on the front by the nozzle. So more of a horizontal blast with RGBA LEDs, and fog. It's kind of I don't know, it's something just cool about it, I guess. I don't never get tired of seeing that, I guess.
Yeah, I think they had that at DJ Expo, if I'm not mistaken.
They probably did. I didn't get a chance to wander out much. We were really busy at the booth I was working at, but
sure you were busy. But yeah, we did a little video on that, and it was a nice, cool little effect. It gives you just a different feel. That would be a neat little addition to your show.
Yeah, I think so. And then I'm down to I've got just a couple last items. So if you got a couple more you want to pop in,
I'm going to pop another one in here. For those of you who are wanting to, as Dean mentioned earlier in one of the shows, and we've talked about it through a variety of shows, is education. When you want to up your game, you need to basically, and even Ben, you and I have talked about this, increasing our education, our knowledge with what we do. A pass to Mobile Beat Las Vegas coming up here in March of 2017. The passes aren't that huge, aren't that big of money. You can go to mobilebeatlasvegas.com. Buy a pass. Somebody could buy one for you. Truthfully, that's going to change. If you've never been there, that's going to change your life as an entertainer, as a business person. I would highly, highly recommend checking out Mobile Beat. If you can't make Mobile Beat, check out one of the other events that go on. There's smaller ones. There's the East Coast. Come see Ben and I at any of them, and we'll shake your hand and say thanks for coming.
Now I'm on the hook to do that, huh?
Exactly. I was going to say that we buy him an ice water, but
Yeah, some places ice water is expensive.
I know. I was thinking, geez, what happens if they charge? We'd be in trouble.
Flat water, no sparkling. You only get flat water.
Yeah, flat water. And if it's too bad, we'll just have to go dip some out of the rain gutter. And we'll get you taken care of. Okay.
That's right.
So Mobile Beat Las Vegas, check that out. But Show Pass, definitely a great Christmas gift.
While we're talking about education, I know a guy that's got a couple DVDs out that are, priceless, really. So
that's true. We should have talked about that. Ron Ruth has got a really good.
Yeah,
Ron Ruth's got a great DVD.
So many people have great DVDs out, actually, but
there are.
So yeah, well played. I know another guy, anyway. But,
that didn't make our list, but.
I know. I have to talk to our marketing people about why
especially when you're making the list.
What do you think? You think you could watch Daddy on TV for 2.5 hours? Probably not.
Probably not. No. She's snoring she's snoring about the Equimate.
That's what everybody says.
I love you, Dad, but 2.5 hours. Come on.
You'd probably get bored. Yes, I think you would.
I'd get halfway through, maybe.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
So one of the last things on my list, it's actually here in Santa's bag, which you thought was red, but it's not. It's got Darth Vader on it. So
nice.
That's what Santa's bag really looks like.
And as it should.
Is it what?
As it should.
As it should, yes. It is the new and now shipping EV ND series microphones. To give you a good look at them here. Yeah. This is the ND66, which is really cool because it has a little button up here and it swivels.
Is it close for treats?
Yeah, it's almost time for the treats. Yeah.
Yay!
You're really disappointed when you look in that bag.
This is the most excitement we've had on our show ever, man.
Here's what I can tell you about these. As you know, I was just out on tour again, and then I was out on tour again and all that. We brought some of these along, and sound guys are very particular and finicky.
Yes.
But the engineer is a good friend of mine, and we said, what the heck? Let's just give it a whirl. Let's just bring these along, and if we get a little extra time in one city or another, let's see how we like them, and just for our own curiosity more than anything. And the truth is, despite having another company that we really like, we actually ended up using these the rest of the tour. So we put a couple of these on some drums and ended up actually going with those. And wow. In fact, I just did another show over the past weekend, and I used I'm still learning the model numbers. I think it was the 44. Yes, it was the 44. I used the 44 on snare, and I was actually really happy with it. So I'm excited for those mics, and they're really very reasonably priced.
Yeah,
less expensive than some of the mics that we replaced them with. So
very cool. And we've talked a little bit about the different pickup patterns and such, and there's a whole family with the different variety of pickup patterns and such, depending upon your application.
Well, and if you look, you can see that some of these are designed for specific things. You can see the 46 swivels, and the 44 has that angled head. The 66 here, angles. Actually, here's a picture of an angle right there.
Yeah.
And we can see like there's very obviously the kick mic there, and they're contoured. If you look at the contour of the kick mic response, it's actually fairly similar to what a sound guy might do with his EQ. And that's not to say that you don't need to EQ it on the board, but the mic's inherent response just is favorable to what you would want from a kick drum anyway. So that's a good start. So
cool.
Yeah. So you got anything else for your?
Well, let's see. I had a couple more things, but I think we're gonna just kind of wrap things up, so we're kind of running out of time. We talked about, of course, there's always the subscription to Disc Jockey News. If you guys wanted to go and do that, you can go to discjockeynews.com. You can do a gift subscription there. Those are available. And Ben, I saw on the page that we've been looking at here, there are some additional items that we haven't talked about yet that are things that have been in our show in the past, like the cable tester, XLRs. You've got some good stuff there that we never got to.
Let's see what's in our stocking here, Alf. Should we take a look in our little Star Wars stocking here? Let's see what we got.
Santa, this one's real hard to get out.
Oh, well, look at that. There it is.
A great stocking stuffer.
Wow. Is it like something for science?
Yeah. All right. We're going to sell twice as many now. It's something for science.
And Bill Herman would still put his tongue on the end and go zzz.
He would too. I'll tell you what. It's so funny because all three of my kids have grown up around show business, and my son is used to, now he's 11, but he's used to coiling cables and things, and he doesn't like it at all. My oldest daughter would help patch the stage and things, and it's just so funny to see how they tolerate this interruption to their lives. And anyway, it was interesting. Tonight I was working on a stage plot for another artist, and my son's working on his math homework beside me, and it's just like, oh yeah, well, what's your dad do? Oh, my dad designs shows for tours. It's boring crap, really. So anyway, those of us in the industry know that we love it, and this is what we're supposed to do, right? So those of us who are out there doing it, cannot beat them. You can't beat them. Guaranteed for life. I'm still so pleased with the quality of these.
It's for science.
And it's for science. Yes.
For science.
A lot of science and audio. She's right. They're built so well. And I think I'm more excited about these now that they've been out for a couple of years, with how well they're holding up. Cables that are getting, 500 shows underneath their belt and still running, reliably. That's a great thing. And somebody actually said to me during the audio symposium, he said, "Oh, so you guys actually, make these? You actually design these and make? I thought you just got them from like China and put your name on them." I said, "No, these are 100% made in the United States. 100%, minus the connectors, of course, which are Neutrik, and they come from Germany. But these cables are from the U.S., and they're our cables, and we're very, very proud of them. So do you approve? Yeah, okay.
I agree.
All right, thank you. What's the last thing? That was the right answer.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
There's a science
Is it-
experiment.
Oh no, we froze.
There it is. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to give you a bucket of cables and you can play games all day. This is our cable
There
tester.
it is. Yes.
See, there you go, parents. Give your kids your cable trunk and one of these and tell them it's a game.
To find one that doesn't work.
Dad.
Problem solved. They'll do cables all day. All right. So we've talked about this before, but it covers just about every connector under the sun, from NL8 to RJ45, USB A to B, and then your usual suspects. Just a great utility tool to help identify problems. Obviously, every rig. Now, if you have our cables, you won't need one of those. But anyway, every rig runs on the weakest link, and cables should not be your weakest link. But that's where they're getting coiled and uncoiled and plugged and unplugged, and things can wear, and you can cripple a really nice rig with one cable failure.
For sure. Great stuff, Ben. Is the stocking empty?
Stocking is empty. Yeah.
Where's the candy?
Now FX.
Yes. Good job. Well, look at that. I didn't even coach her. I swear, across my heart. So.
Ben, we've got the link in the description below. We'll do some more work with the links and such. If people want to get in touch with you, where can they find you?
They can find me on Facebook. They can find me on Skype, Twitter, Messenger, about 8 million other places. But Facebook and email are the easiest places. It's Ben at nlfxpro.com. Of course, they can visit our website at nlfxpro.com. They can get in touch with customer care there, and they can direct traffic to any specific department if they don't want to talk to me. I understand how you feel. But we all as a team are here to help.
Yep, that you guys do at shows when they call, whatever. You've been a great part of the industry with that. Good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to be back with the DJ and TV crew in just a couple of minutes.
I think it's time to go out and give the present to the little, the good boys and girls.
Well, it's almost time to give the presents to the good boys and girls. So we'll wait till Christmas and we'll fire up the reindeer. How about that?
Yeah.
Ben, thank you very much, and Assistant Elf, thank you for being with us tonight too.
Thanks, John.
All right, catch you later.
Goodbye.
We'll be back in just a
Bye.
Bye, everyone.